In this example, we're going to learn about absolute value and visualize them on number lines. So the absolute value of a number is the positive distance. Let's get the highlighter out. The positive distance of the number from 0. So for our notation, absolute value is written by placing a straight vertical bar on both sides of the number. So here, notice we have these two straight vertical bars, and this means the absolute value of 50. And notice it equals 50. So the distance, the positive distance of 50 from 0, well, it's 50 away. Similarly, this one reads the absolute value of negative 50. And it also equals 50. So negative 50 is 50 positive units away from 0. And here's some alternative language that we sometimes use. Sometimes we'll refer to the absolute value of a number as the magnitude of the number. Okay, so magnitude measures length or distance, so we like to use that because it's referring to a positive distance. So let's look at some examples. Bob lost a $10 bill in the wash. So here's our situation. So we're asked to draw a line segment that represents this value's distance from 0 on the number line. So I am going to start by plotting this number. So first I'm going to think of this number as negative 10, okay, because he lost a $10 bill. Now I'm going to plot it. And now I want to draw a line segment that represents this value's distance from 0. So I'm going to plot 0 also, and let's use a highlighter so we could see this better. And this distance represents the absolute value of negative 10. So now I'm going to write the absolute value expression. So the absolute value of negative 10 equals 10. Meaning the distance from negative 10 to 0, the positive distance, is 10. It's 10 away from 0. Next we have write the word that describes the sign of the magnitude. So what we're thinking of here is, remember we looked at that word that would tell us whether it was positive or negative. So notice the absolute value is always positive, but we want to see what word in the context told us that the initial number we took the absolute value of was positive or negative. And in this case, the word lost, the word lost described the sign of the magnitude. And finally, we're asked, what does 0 represent in this context? So we want to think about basically what would 0, or the center of this problem, be, the one that has an absolute value of 0. So 0 represents, if we think of this number line as the change in Bill's, Bob's, change in Bob's money in dollars. Okay, so then in this context, 0 would represent Bob not losing or gaining, or you could just say Bob losing or gaining $0. So this would be if he didn't lose any money in the wash, or if he didn't find any money in the wash. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And we've completed this problem.